Hello there, sixth graders. I'm here to give you some instructions for our last project on Latin America, and then we'll be taking the unit test on Latin America after this project, and then we will be starting our next unit. So congratulations, and here are some instructions on how to complete this project. So you'll go, of course, to classwork, which you know because you found the video. You will scroll down to our first unit, Civilizations and People of Latin America, and you'll choose this one here, Latin America Project number 4, which will be a dark gray color for you. It's not yet because I have, you'll see it's still my draft, but now that I have my video finished, I will post this for you. And while I'm here, I'll also remind you that right below Latin America Project number 4 is the unit test study guide that you will also be using. And so before we start the project, I'll remind you that if you click here, you will see underneath that there is a Google Doc. This Google Doc is the study guide for the unit test. You'll see there are instructions at the top that if you want your own copy to type into, you need to select make a copy. So you'll click on this Google Doc, and then up here under File, you will go here and you will select make a copy. The other way you could do it, if you didn't want to do that, is to hit download, and you could download it as a Word document if you wanted, but most people just select make a copy. You could, of course, just print the study guide, and then you would be able to write in it if you would like. But this is the study guide for the unit test. It is not an assignment. You do not need to turn it in to me for any grade. However, if you complete the study guide, you're going to do much better on the test than if you don't. So you want to obviously do what you can to prepare for the test. Here is a link to a Kahoot game. The Kahoot game will go through the answers on the study guide. So you can use this Kahoot game anytime and as many times as you want to review the study guide. So that's the study guide for the test. The instructions here are really for Latin America Project 4, but I figured I'd quickly make sure you knew where the study guide was as well. So if you click here on Latin America Project number 4, you'll see the first thing you should do is watch the video, which is what you are doing. Very good. Thank you for following instructions. And then there are 2 documents. The document here on the left that is called Latin America Project number 4 is the instructions. And the second document, Virtual Tour Observations, is the assignment that you'll actually turn in to Google Classroom. So I'll go to the instructions first because we always read instructions before we do an assignment. And you'll see here that actually this project is really just sort of an opportunity for you to have a virtual tour of the last of our 4 countries in South America: Uruguay, Chile, Paraguay, and Argentina. And so you are going to choose 4 topics that are listed on the other table, the virtual tour observations table. You will watch the video or use the websites to make observations about geography, history, or culture based on the topics that you've picked. And then you'll see, I do have on here that it is possible if there's not a topic on there of something you really wanted to learn about, you could find your own video link or other materials on your own. That's up to you. But then what you'll do is you'll just type in your observations. They should be new things that you learn about either geography, history, or culture. They could also be questions or comparisons to our own country or our own culture or your own individual life, and then you'll just turn it in. And that's all you need to do for this particular project. So what you'll need to do after you read the instructions is you'll go back here. You're going to click on Virtual Tour Observations. It will make your own copy for you. So it'll say up here your last name. And then you'll see as you scroll down here, there are all kinds of choices of different topics, from sports to animals, dance, some food, gauchos, which are like cowboys in Argentina, to places of geography. There are some cities, there are some waterfall, the very famous Eva Perón in history. So there's all kinds of different topics here on the left. You will choose at least 4 of them. So the idea is that you'll spend maybe 10 or so minutes, 10 to probably 15 minutes max on each. So this project should not take you longer than an hour to complete. And then for the 4 that you picked, you will click on the video link. Most of them have a video link. Some have a video link and a text link. Some of the videos are longer than others, so sometimes I also included a text link to go along with it. So it's not so much that if you have 2 links, it's going to take you longer. Usually it's because the video is pretty short and there's not a lot in it. So I wanted to make sure you had other things you could use. Some of the videos are longer, so they're the only ones there. And you'll see that they go all the way down through here with video links and text links. And then there are a few where you know, you'll click on your links. All right, make sure you do both of them if there are 2 of them, or one of them if there's 1 of them. And then over here on this side, you will be typing in your observations, and that is plural, meaning you should be typing in probably 5 or 6 things, maybe more, for each of the topics that you are watching. They can be things you've learned about what it looks like, the geography, the animals, the plants, the weather, what the buildings look like, whatever the geography is. It could be about history. It could be about things you've learned about that region's history. It can be about culture, the people who live there, the languages they speak, the religions they have, their general way of life. They can also be questions that you have. Like you could be watching it and be like, well, I wonder about this. Well, then you could put your question as part of your observation. It could also be something like you compare it, like, hey, this kind of reminds me of, and then it could be, you know, something in America or something in your own life. So you're going to type your observations in here, and then you will turn in this document to Google Classroom. You do not need to share it with me, please. You do not need to send it to me in an email. You do not need to turn in the link on Google or on Odysseyware. All you need to do when you're finished is hit the little button over here on yours that says turn it in. That's all you've got to do. And then you'll just go back to Odysseyware and turn in Latin America project number 4 as completed. It'll be blank. That's fine. Then I know to come in here and grade it. So that's all you're doing for virtual tour observations. There is a space down here at the very bottom. You'll see there's an empty one, an empty box. If there's a topic that you really want to learn about and I didn't include it because obviously I just picked a variety of things that I thought you might want to do, you are welcome to put a topic down here, put your links in here, and put your observations if there's something else that you really wanted to learn about that I didn't include. All right, so you're doing 4 on here. You'll turn this in, and then you will be finished with Latin America project number 4. So please let me know if you have any questions, problems, or anything I can help you with. Hope you guys have a great week and that I get a chance to talk to you soon.